For today's tutorial, I'm creating another holiday eye look and I hope you guys will like this one. For this look, I am going to use one of Zoeva's new palette called Mixed Metals. This palette has a lot of pigmented shades and it is very affordable. I'm actually going to be using quite a variety of products, so let's go ahead and get started. To start off, I'm going to take this reddish brick matte eyeshadow, and this blending brush is from Mint. It is number 20. And I'm going to start by applying this in circular motions for our transition without having to take it too high up from the inner corner to the outer corner. And this palette that I reach for a lot is an Alma palette, and I will put a link in the description box where you can purchase it. You could also find this palette on eBay for $10 with free shipping. That's just a little FYI. And I'm going to just build this up. I'm now taking Zoeva's Mixed Metals palette and taking Zoeva's 234 Smoky shader brush. I'm going to use the shade Alloy to pat this eyeshadow shade onto my eyelid from inner corner to the outer edge, going a little bit over the crease. This new palette that Zoeva came out with has really beautiful eyeshadow shades in it and they are so pigmented, and the best part is that this palette is very affordable. I know that their shipping can be a little bit pricey, but it is so worth it. For the brow bone, I'm now going to use warm silver, and this brush is Crown C433 Pro Blending Brush. And I'm going to add just a small amount at the arch of my brow. I'm now taking Sedona Lace's EB15 blending brush, and I'm just going to lightly blend right on top of this aloe shade without having to get any more product. Just a very light blend back and forth. Now taking Zoeva's 224 blending brush, and I'm going to use the shade Espresso. I'm going to apply this right over our crease, from inner corner all the way to the outer edge, doing little side-by-side motions when you get to the inner corner. So just building this up, inner corner to the outer edge we're just flaring it out by a small amount. Taking a little bit more of that reddish brick eyeshadow shade that we use for the transition, I'm going to softly blend in a little bit more of that shade. And this is our final blend, just very softly. I'm now taking this mica pigment, and this is from Coastal Scents. This is what the pigment looks like. I did apply a few drops of Inglots Duraline, that way it can adhere to my eyelid. I'm going to gently press this mica pigment over the shade Alloy, staying beneath the crease. If you don't have Inglots Duraline, you could also use your makeup setting spray. So just gently patting to avoid any fallout. I'm now going to use this silver glitter from Inglot. Using the same brush from BH Cosmetics, I'm going to pat this on, and I'm going to overlap this silver glitter right over this Chameleon pigment. I did dip my brush into the Inglot Duraline. Taking Delium Tools 780 pencil brush, and go back into the Zoeva Mixed Metals palette and use the shade Onyx. This is a matte shade, and I'm just very softly blending this matte black eyeshadow right over my crease. Taking Zoeva's 224 blending brush, I'm just going to blend right on top. For the lower lash line, I'm now going to use this angled eyeshadow brush from BH Cosmetics. Use the shade Alloy. I'm going to start patting this from outer corner of the eye all the way to the inner corner. And just like that, going back in with this Chameleon mica pigment and this angled eyeliner brush. And I'm going to start patting this right at the inner corner, overlapping alloy, all the way to the outer edge. And you can see how pretty this pigment gives off a nice shade. It does have a little bit of blue and purple, has a really gorgeous sparkle to it. So I'm lightly pressing this on. And just like that, taking this detailing brush for the inner corner, I'm going to use Nude to apply just a small amount at the inner corner, taking it up just a little bit, and at the inner corner of the lower lash line. And then just to clean up and sharpen up my edge, I'm just taking my powder puff with a little bit of my translucent powder. And that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do is tightline my eyes, apply my mascara, do my wing liner, eyebrows, and this look is complete. Like this tutorial. This palette from Zoeva has a lot of beautiful shades, and I'm going to show this to you guys. This is all the shades that this palette has. They're just so beautiful and really pigmented. That's the black. I'm going to swatch the silver one. You can see how gorgeous they are, and let's see. Here's a gorgeous copper shade. It's so pigmented and they're very buttery, and let me see. This is the one that I used for my brow bone, and that's the color there. And when swatched, that's what it looks like. We'll do a review on these eyeshadows, that way you guys can see how the color payoff is, and we'll definitely do brush swatches for this palette, but it's so affordable. That this lipstick that I have on for today is one from Revlon Colorstay Ultimate Liquid Lipstick Rouge, and the shade is called Premier Plum. It is so pretty. It goes on like feeling like a gloss, but it automatically mattifies. And so this is the lip shade that I have on. This color is so beautiful. You can build this up. It goes on sheer. Build it up with one more coat. It's a gorgeous plum shade for the holidays. The mica pigment that I use for today's tutorial is from Coastal Scents. It is called Chameleon Glitter. What you can do with these is you could either press them or apply these directly to your eyes. I've never had any issues using micas directly onto my eye, and as long as you use a base to hold these types of loose pigments, then you'll be fine. I have never had any complications with the small glitter going into my eyes whatsoever. And it just came to my mind right now that I have to do a favorites video because I have switched up my foundation. I heard a lot of great reviews here on YouTube about CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous, and I'm in the shade medium beige. As you can see back there in my Hello Kitty mug, I actually stocked up on these because I loved it so much. So I definitely have to do a favorites video, because I also picked up this Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Sand Beige, and that's what I have on under my eye area to highlight at the bridge of my nose, all the areas that I usually like to highlight with my BB cream from Flower. I'm now substituting it with this. I am a big fan of concealers and I just use them to highlight. So this one is a must. I do have oily skin, but this one does have an amazing lasting power, so I'm really impressed by this concealer. But again, I do have to do a favorites video so that way I can show you guys a few products of mine that I have been actually loving a lot. And since I did mention that I was going to be doing a lot of holiday tutorials, dramatic and glittery eye looks, I did find a red glitter as mentioned by one of you guys, and it is by Hard Candy. It's called Lock and Keys. Picked this up yesterday thinking of you because I know that you wanted to see a tutorial using a red glitter, and I actually found it, and let me show you guys a close-up. This is the red glitter that I found. The other one next to it has gold with a little bit of pink reflex to it, and a little bit of rose gold is what it looks like. So I'm excited to try these out for you and see what look I come up with. You guys know this is red and gold, so I may use just the red. So you know that this look is probably going to be dramatic, so I hope you guys will like it. And that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Big hugs and kisses, and I will see you guys very soon.